Welcome back, everyone, to I need to adjust. Another episode of RWBY. This is Volume 6, Episode 9, Lost. Um, yeah, last time we maybe Oscar's lost. But yeah, Oscar ran away. We learned a little bit more about Silver Eyes, and we need to find a plan to get to Atlas. Um, I really don't know how they're gonna do that so far. Like, they don't really have. I mean, besides just calling Ironwood somehow, there's really no way we can get to Atlas unless people start trusting Team Ruby. So let's just jump in and see what happens. Okay,
I
Mercury.
hate being kept in the dark like this.
Yeah, Cinder was a pain, but at least she kept us filled in.
No, she didn't. Did she?
Can I ask you something?
You're gonna.
Why did you come with us? The night Cinder and I found you.
Why are you asking?
Just answer the question.
Just made sense.
It made sense.
All my life, my father trained me to be a killer, an assassin like him. And then moments after I killed him, you two showed up looking for someone with my exact skills. Just felt like it was meant to be.
That's it?
That's sort of dumb,
Hey,
to be
what's your
honest.
problem?
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be something you want from this, right?
Salem's promised us everything. We win this thing for her, we'll be top dogs in her new world. What more do you want?
There's not gonna be a new world, though. You guys don't know. She's trying to destroy the world.
Cinder was the only family I ever had. She cared about me, taught me things.
I don't think she cared about you, though.
But without her here, I don't know if what we're doing...
Wake up already. Cinder doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about either of us.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's the
You're in
truth.
denial. And if you're gonna start having a crisis of identity or some crap, get me out of it.
Shit.
I'm sorry you didn't have a mommy that loved you, but I had a father who hated me. He never went easy on me. Every day of training was a beating. And when I unlocked my semblance, he stole it with his. This is a crutch. This makes you weak. He told me I could have it back when I was strong.
Wait.
So I got strong. But I never got it back. I've
doesn't-
had to work harder than anyone to get where I am.
He doesn't have a semblance?
You may not like it here without Cinder, but I think I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yes, the world is mean, and
Oh,
I'm
that's a nice
big,
tale
bad
now.
man now, just like the others.
How long have you been standing there?
All you ever learned was pain and violence, and now you're too afraid to leave it. Such a tragedy.
You don't know me.
Hey!
I want to tell you both a little secret. Your question is all wrong.
What?
What do you want from this? Children, please. If you're not loving what you're doing, then you're in the wrong field.
So what? Are you saying we should just leave?
Oh, no, 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 no. You can't do that.
Then what did you come here for?
To say farewell. There's been a change in plans. Her Grace must act swiftly if we are to prevail. If General Ironwood comes to his senses and calls upon aid from Vacuo, all may be lost for us. And so the good doctor and I are being sent to Atlas to prepare.
Prepare for what?
Tyrion and Watts
It's
are going to
time.
Atlas, huh?
Do what makes you happy, children. Please. I'm begging you.
Oscar!
Oscar!
The city's enormous. He could have gone anywhere. This is all my fault. I overreacted.
I still don't really understand what happened. Was it about the mission?
It's kind of hard to talk about.
I know. Top secret. Did he do something wrong?
No.
How are they not
he
cold?
didn't. We just got some new information, and it's going to be a lot harder than we thought.
I mean, if it was easy, then it wouldn't be important, right?
I think we're all just a bit unsure of what to do next.
You could stay in Mistral, get your licenses at Haven, and come back to Argus. There's a lot of good you can do here. I know your mission is important, but it's not like you're the only ones who can do it. It's not the only mission that needs doing.
It's not that simple.
I should go pick up Adrian from daycare. I'll let Tara know what's happened, and we'll meet you later. Good luck.
Hey, there's a cafe over there. Why don't we get something to warm up?
I'm okay. You two go on ahead.
You don't want anything?
We'll be right back.
Once, like a dream, you looked
Why? Why is this happening?
at me.
Why does she have a statue? Like, yes, she's important, but like, I didn't think she was this important that she'd get a statue.
Felt new. Some people fall in love for life.
Yonder
Others
Pyrrah
never
Ghost.
get it right.
Is she from here?
Love's fickle when it calls. One thing that I know for sure. Longer than our
It's
lives
really beautiful, isn't it?
you're my forever.
Yeah. Why here?
She trained here. Sanctum Academy. Everyone was crushed when she chose Beacon over Haven. No one wanted to see her go, but it was where she wanted to be. I'm just glad she was surrounded by such amazing people.
She should be standing here.
She is. She understood that she had a responsibility to try. I don't think she would regret her choice, because a huntress would understand that there really wasn't a choice to make. And a huntress is what she always wanted to be.
Pyrrha never got the chance to graduate, but she was a huntress.
Thank you.
John?
What the
John, why did you...
I'm sorry. I've been a terrible leader. And a terrible friend, and John, This has to stop.
We heard what you said to Cinder at Haven. You're not being fair to yourself. We love you, just like we loved Pyrrha. We're teammates. Family.
We don't want to lose you
Oh
two.
my God. Tried so hard to hold these tears.
I think she knew she wasn't going to win.
Of course
She
she
might not
knew.
come out alive.
She
Right.
knew. She knew.
She also knew she was the only one that could try.
So she did.
Maybe we should too.
Yeah, we should.
Pyrrha may not be by our side anymore, but we can fight like she is.
And in a way, she will be.
We should check back in at the house. Come on.
Thank you.
I've never seen him this bad.
Oh, Crow. Okay.
Come on, let's get him up.
Why am I on the stairs?
Probably because no one's home, Uncle Crow. We've been out looking for Oscar.
Oscar?
I'm sure this looks great to the neighbors.
No luck?
No. You?
Don't worry. We aren't going to Atlas without him.
We?
Sorry we won't be staying.
No, you're not.
How about we get out of the cold?
Oh, I was wondering when you'd get back.
What the heck, Oscar? Oh, damn!
You had us worried sick. Are you okay?
What are you wearing?
Is something cooking?
Oh, yeah, I thought maybe you guys would appreciate a hot meal after spending all day looking for me, apparently.
It's my fault we were all out there in the first place. Oscar, I am so sorry for earlier. I was way out of line, and what I said...
No, it's okay. These past few days, I've been scared of the same things you were. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be me, but I did some thinking, and I do know that I want to do everything I can to help with whatever time I have left.
Good. This team isn't the same without you, Oscar.
The casserole!
We're on it, Chef.
The casserole!
Combat gear looks good.
Crow, we need to fix you now. Got one more
Where are you
problem to
going
fix.
now?
I don't want to get in the way of your celebration.
Bruh.
You've been gone all day. Just sit with us.
Look, Ruby, I'm glad you kids worked out, whatever all that was. But the fact is, we're not a single step closer to Atlas.
Actually, I think I have an idea. But it's sort of a no going back kind of idea.
Oh, God.
Well, let's hear it.
With Cordo on watch, only Atlas airships have the clearance to leave for Solitas.
Mm-hmm.
So, we steal an Atlas airship.
Oh,
That's not just breaking the law. That's definitely worse. How would we even get onto the airfield?
That part I haven't quite figured out yet. But I was...
Okay, stop. Just stop. Look, if this thing goes south, it's not something we can just fight our way out of. This is the Atlas military we're talking about. For your sake, just drop this.
Crow. Stop being drunk then and find a plan. Jesus.
I want to hear him out.
Ooh.
Ruby.
I want to hear him out. I know you're trying to protect us, that you're afraid we can't do it, but right now, I don't really care what you think.
Ooh.
Just because you don't have an idea doesn't mean we're out of options.
Mm-hmm.
Oz hasn't been here to tell us what to do, but we still managed to get this far anyway. We've been in bad situations before, and we didn't need an adult to come save us or tell us what to do. We just did it our way. And I say we do it our way. And if you think you can keep up with us kids, we'd be happy to have you.
Looks like you didn't give her enough credit either.
Good. Yes. Yes. Okay. Because I didn't write this down, I just wanted to point out, I'm okay. Out of the main four, Ruby has probably been. She hasn't. Okay, not to say she's my least favorite, but the other three are more intriguing to me in general, especially these last couple seasons, these last couple volumes. She's been on the back burner. Um, Volume 4, I think she was decently in it, but she was, it was more about, when we were with her, it was more about Ren and Nora and Jean. Um, and then Volume 5, again, she was there, but she didn't have too many character moments. Um, but this volume, they're really pushing Ruby, especially with the Silver Eyes. And I'm just really appreciating her character a lot more. And so this episode too, just really solidifying that she's a leader. She's taking charge and fighting, not fighting, but standing up to her uncle and telling him, hey, I know you're hurting, but we got things to do, so strap in or get out of the way. Um, so yeah, I'm just really appreciating Ruby as a character um, a lot more recently. Um, okay, other things that happened this episode, a lot actually. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. uh, but Jean has always been one of my favorite characters. There's just something immediately raw and emotional about his personality and just honest and just yeah, just like cathartic and honest and true to his character. Or just like his performance of the character, Miles's performance. And so I always, pretty much any scene he's in, I'm immediately on the verge of tears. But yeah, the morning of Pyrrha. I think this was like not like a final goodbye, but it felt like we're finally putting a pin on that chapter of his life, and he's starting to. I'm not gonna say he's over her now, but I'm saying that he's finally gonna be able to move forward with his life because ever since the end of volume 3, he's been doing things mainly just in like almost like to continue what Pyrrha has done, or just like I don't know, like he's been living for her, not living his own life in honor of, there's a distinction between those two, but basically, up until now, it feels like everything he's done has been just because he knows that's what Pyrrha, if Pyrrha was here, like he has to be Pyrrha, basically. Um, I think that's his problem. His problem was that he feels it's that survivor's guilt thing. Since she's not here, he feels like he owes his life to be her basically, and he's not. He's never going to be her, and that's okay. He's his own person. Um, and so now I think moving forward, hopefully the lesson is going to be it's okay to mourn her and to honor her, but you have to live your own life as well. Um, they're kind of saying like she's gonna be here with us, not necessarily I'm gonna be her, which I think is the better sort of resolution to that. But yeah, there's just I don't know. I'm guessing that was Pyrrha's mom or relative or something. Um, but they kind of made it seem like she was really just like a figment of Jean's imagination. I don't know if it was just supposed to be tropey and like, oh, she was gone by the time that he turned around, or was it like she was never really there at all? Um, I'd rather it just be she was just gone. It just we don't really need to know who she is. But I just hope it was just kind of a like someone to talk to and just kind of vent to. I hope it wasn't like the spirit of Pyrrha was talking to him or something, because that's gonna bring up a whole nother another thing, and I don't think I have the emotional energy to keep going with that storyline. As much as I love Pyrrha, um, there needs to come a time when we need to be done with her, and it sucks, but I mean, like, there's only so much we can keep bringing up with Pyrrha. She has to stay dead, and she has to just kind of move on, just like we have to move on from her death. Um, the rest of my stuff is about the enemies. We saw a little bit of Mercury and Emerald and Salem's group, just sort of hashing things out. So Mercury, as much as a dick as he is, he had some good points. Like, Cinder doesn't care about you, Emerald, okay? She doesn't. Like, she's just using you. And I'm glad that he kind of told her and put it out there in the open. But he didn't have to be so mean about it, of course, but that's Mercury's character. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. I was trained to kill. I'm gonna go for your throat. Um, so I just thought uh, it was interesting. We learned a little bit more about Mercury's backstory. It's stuff that we inferred, that he killed his father and he was trained as an assassin. It was stuff that we kind of knew. Um, but apparently somehow his semblance was taken from him and he doesn't have a semblance now, which is very interesting because that basically means maybe I'm reading too far into this. On face level, it means he doesn't have that spark of magic, that little thing to make him unique. Every character has a semblance. Every individual in this world has a semblance, even if they're not trained to use it necessarily. Even a character like Saffron has a semblance technically. Um, but since he doesn't have one now, one that makes him unique. Two, technically that means a part of his soul is missing, because semblances are part of their aura, and aura is their soul. So technically, he is soulless to an extent. I'm not going to say he's completely soulless, but it sort of explains his character, explains his personality a little bit. The fact that he doesn't have a soul. Um, but I think just yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be a plot point later on or something, or if that's just kind of like a little character insight. But I just thought that was a really cool moment there. Um, we got to see a little bit more of Emerald's point of view, how in their discussion with Tyrion as well. Now is the time. Like, you got to decide: do you love Salem or do you not? um, and ever since Volume 3, really, I've been wondering if Emerald's gonna turn, and I'm still not sure. I think it's tough. If Cinder comes back, that might change things. I think for now, Emerald is probably too scared to leave. Especially the way this episode ended with the evil side. Um, I'm thinking Emerald's probably gonna stay with them just long enough to survive, basically. Because Tyrion pretty much said, "Hey, you better rethink your priorities. If you're thinking about leaving, you're not gonna leave." Like, excuse me, that threat there. Um, but yeah, I've always wanted Emerald to leave. I think she hasn't. I don't know. I kind of flip on my stance on her. Um, she technically hasn't done anything crossing the line yet, but she has been aiding and abetting the villains for so freaking long. Like, she she had so many opportunities to be a good guy. I'm not sure if I really want her to be redeemed yet, or at all really. Um, but I'm intrigued by her storyline of, she's just a kid in over her head. She had this idol worship with Cinder, and now that Cinder's gone, what does she have? She doesn't even have a friend in Mercury. She just kind of has this guy that's insane. Um, And so yeah, I'm curious to see where her story is going in particular. Not so much Mercury. He's just deluded and dumb. Like I love Yuri. I think it's Yuri Lowenthal, voice of Spider-Man from Spider-Man PS4. But he's a great voice actor, but Mercury's an idiot, and I hate him. So yeah, I'm just interested where Emerald's going. And then last thing I have was Watts and Tyrion are going to Atlas, so it looks like Volume 7 we're gonna be fighting them. I can't wait to see what Watts can do, and Tyrion got a new tail too, which is very interesting. I'm wondering if Hazel is under house arrest, kind of. He probably has to lie low now because Tyrion and Watts aren't technically, they're not wanted. Um, they're like a normal level wanted. They're not like wanted for terrorist acts yet. So that's probably why they're being sent, not Hazel. But yes, a very deep dive this episode. It was not that much longer than the other episodes. Oh, and an Oscar. I loved Oscar's new outfit. I can't wait. I'm just and pumped. Okay, I can stop talking. It's been long enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. What was your favorite moments of this episode? I have a feeling this is probably some of people's favorite episode. Well, not favorite episode, but anyways, I think people like this episode. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. The lights tell me to shut up now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.